Thursday, the 24th of March, 2011, at 2:30. We're presently at 25 degrees. And as you can see, things are starting to melt down, but there's still a lot of material out there. And here, I went out this morning. I figured I have to go out for myself and see what it looks like. And this video clip here, yep, it's not pretty. I was trying a different camera and my shield was in the way and you couldn't see anything. So after doing 40 miles of video like that, I come back and looked at the computer and put the camera in it and said, well, that's no good. So I just went back out again, and here's the second trip out. And as you can see, the first bit here, I was like, well, this isn't going to be pretty. But I'll tell you what, once you got past this area right here, it got real nice real fast. The forecast, winter isn't giving up. It is going to be 20s during the day, single digits at night, right through the weekend. So conditions are going to hold. And this is going out Trail 1. And I got a treat for you today because the first trip I went out, I went and left at about 8:30. I was back at 9:45 and I put on 40.7 miles. And then I came back and discovered that the video I took the first time was no good, so I took a quick jaunt back out and put on another just shy of 11 miles, and this is right then. And I put the whole video up so you'll be able to see. This is Trail 1 to the railroad tracks, and I'm just going to let the whole thing play. This is coming up to the pipeline. This morning I was out about 20 minutes and I put on 11 miles. Like I said, I was very surprised at the conditions. I've been telling people, stay home, it isn't that good. And, if you're looking to come and ride and go wherever you want, like you do in the middle of the winter, then no, it's not going to happen because the roads are bare. Dirt roads, they're toast, but the trails are really in good shape. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you come across a section, it's not real smooth and it's rough. But for the most part, they're fair to good. And the thing is now, it's the time of the year, most of the snow that's out there, it's crystals. It's not really fluffy snow anymore because it's been frozen and it's been rained on. Yeah, I said the R word, and then refrozen, so it's like ice crystals. And then we did have snow this week, so you have lubrication up on top. And the problem is, if you send the groomers out there, they could almost do more harm than good because they'll break up all those ice crystals and they won't get a chance to refreeze to themselves. And then it just turns into a granular mess. And they did have them all smoothed out. And here is, let me see. This is still pipeline. If I remember correctly, I came up pipeline, and then I went to Trail 1 and went across Trail 1. And here's one bad section I found, just right here on pipeline. And I went up one over to 9, and then I dropped down to Shanty Hill, and then I went across the railroad tracks to 8, and then I dropped down, I guess you would call it 83. It goes between 8 and 3. I did cut that section out because I had to cut the video back because I'm only allowed 15 minutes total on YouTube. And then I came across 3. And then back in 1. And as you can see, it's not bad. is 1. This is coming to, now you go to the left to go up 1. And this takes you back down. This is 8. See there, that's what happens when you start hot dogging a little bit and the wind catches your shield. It pushed it down on me because I had to leave this camera that I'm using. I have to leave the shield cracked open a little bit or you catch the top, like you saw there in the beginning. Just went through, for you old timers, you remember that called the cookout shelter. There used to be a lean-to out there. This is coming back over towards 8. I'm sorry, we're just up on 9. I said it went on the 8, we went on the 9. We're coming up to 8. Now, there was a little bad spot. Very few of them though. For the most part, everything is snow covered. As far as overall conditions, this is the best I've seen it this late in a long time. This is Shanty Hill. In some ways, I almost wish I didn't go out riding, because now I want to go out and ride some more. And here we're coming back over towards 3. Here's the railroad tracks. I figure, well, I'll shoot up the railroad tracks back up to 8 just to show you how it is. Now, it's my understanding, I've had a couple people tell me, I didn't go up personally and look, but I've had a couple people tell me that they have been coming down from Beaver River down to Big Moose and doing the tracks, and everybody's saying the tracks are in great shape from Big Moose up to Beaver River. I've had some people tell me even above it is nice, but I don't, like I said, I didn't do it, so I don't know for sure. This was a little rough right in here, but it wasn't outrageous. And you'll see one section up here, the rails were one rail was popping through. But I mean, it's still passable, it's rideable. Like I said, when you consider this late in the season, conditions are phenomenal, really. See right there, the rails were popping through a little bit. Now I do know up between Big Moose and Beaver River, places that are prominent for the rails to pop through like that. This winter they were taking snow from some areas and pushing it up, that there was more snow there. So that as the meltdown did start, the rails weren't popping through. So they were banking the snow for when it got bad. Here we're coming back over to 8. Lost 8. I'm going to drop down from 8 back down to 3. I think they call it 83 or something like that. Now I did cut that out of the video, because like I said, YouTube limits me to 15 minutes. I figured I'd put a nice long video up like this, so everybody can watch it all summer long. It's a beautiful day today too. And this overall was in pretty good shape. There was a couple spots it was a little rough, but for the most part it was smooth. Here's the section where I cut it out, and I'll have you coming up to trail 3. Here's coming up to 3. Make the right hand turn on 3. It is pretty riding this time of the year because the sun's higher in the sky, so it really lights everything up. And there's like nobody out there. While I was out riding, I did not see one other sled. When I came back and was loading up, there was one other guy going out, and there was a couple sleds, I should say a couple trucks in the parking lot at North Street, but there was like nobody out riding. And then here's back to trail 1. Coming in trail 1, and this is like that feeling you get when vacation's coming to an end or something you're really enjoying. So I'm sure you all know that feeling when you're coming in trail 1 for the last time at the end of the season. It's like you don't want it to be over, but you know it's coming to an end. That was the feeling I was having. And then here's coming into the parking lot and pulling her up onto the truck. And it'll be the end of my riding season, unless I sneak out tonight again, because the trail's officially closed this weekend. So if you want to get a ride in, this is it. The 1st of April they're done. And shut her down. And remember, see ya.